So I got a question about contagions, contagious stuff. And if you've read the books, which hopefully you should have, if you haven't, read them. Contagious talks about terrain theory and what that is. It's explained a little bit better in The Recipe for Living Without Disease. But essentially, a pathogen, its health is dictated by what it's thriving on, where it is. So when you think about certain things, I gotta watch how I say this here, that are contagious, it's not actually so, because it could be another element when you consider all the environmental externalities. So for example, let's talk about skin conditions. So this is one thing that you can say is contagious, even though many people on the primal diet would say that, oh no, nothing is contagious. But actually there is a few examples. So we're talking about skin conditions, right? So if you copulate with someone and perhaps they have a particular yeast or fungus on their skin, and your skin or body has conditions which that pathogen would live on, then yes, you would essentially catch that pathogen. It will start to do its job of breaking down whatever it is it needs to that is on or in your skin. If you do mixed martial arts, those floor mats get pretty sweaty. A lot of people rolling around, okay? You see people like, oh, I got, ringworm, I got this, I got that. Same thing. So if you're healthy enough, then you're not gonna get those things. But getting those things is a good thing for your health in the long run, because it's breaking down something that shouldn't really be there, right? So that's one thing. And then when Contagious talked about the pig flu, the swine flu, and that whole debacle, he said that the only way that a person could get, a swine flu is if, and it really wouldn't even be swine flu, right? Because that's something only pigs can get. But if the humans were to contract something, it would be like if you were in a pig pen and in close contact with the pig, and it was dusting up a bunch of pig tissues, airborne pig tissues. If enough of those got into your body would produce a virus to deal with that. And that's, technically it's obviously it's not the same thing as like swine flu, even though your body's dealing with that pig remnants that got in your body. That was an example he used. So you would still get like a flu or something, but it wouldn't be like swine flu. So those are just two examples of contagiousness, contagion, how it's still kind of a factor in those instances. You can think about it like that. Obviously I don't want to say too much about that, because I'll just get shut down. So go back and read the books, go read more about terrain theory, with those examples in mind, with that logical train of thought in your mind, and hopefully that will better inform you about some of the changes that you'll be encountering on the diet or just in your life, even if you're not on the diet 100%, but it's totally fixable too. If you have some type of fungus externally, because you can have it internally in the body as well. If it's getting too much, like if you ate some moldy berries and you decide it's too much, you could have a penicillin formula, which is also used to help detox the penicillin that people get. And it's very hard. It manifests as a fungus inside the body. I think it's made from something to do with birds. It's grains or something like that. Grains birds eat or something, if I recall correctly. But it manifests as a fungus in the body. Not a good thing. And if it's, like I said, if it's on your skin externally, there's a number of things you can do. So you could try nourishing it with marrow, bone marrow, with butter. I know for toenail fungus, saliva and honey, raw honey, is good for toenail fungus. You could try that on your skin. You could try urine. It's got uric acid and ammonia, and it will help clean up, you know, those areas. You could try lime juice. I wouldn't try lemon. You could try apple cider vinegar. You could try maybe a little pineapple. You know, it just depends on what you got and see what works better. So it's really nothing to freak out about. I know if it's exposed, you know, it can be a little, it can be embarrassing. I had severe eczema for like 2 years, where I just had all these big splotches that, you know, it was all red and flaky and orange and oozy. It was disgusting. But I couldn't stop scratching it. It was like I had to scratch it. I wanted to scratch it. Something was coming out of my body. I'm not sure if it was like carbohydrates or grains or metals. But yeah, something was definitely dumping, very toxic. And yeah, so it went away. I have no scarring. Somehow I have no scarring. It's amazing. But yeah, that's just how the body works. So, you know, I've had skin conditions like that, pretty severe, and I was just a teenager. I didn't even know about the primal diet yet, but I just you know, I just kind of worked through it mostly because I tried the creams and the steroids, and that never really, it kind of helped and then it stopped helping, and then eventually it just kind of went away. So, you know, you've got all the tools you need now with the books and everything else. So like I said, I gave you some suggestions there if you're experiencing that, if you happen to encounter that. You know, if you do MMA or something, you know, rinse off with, you know, you could bring like a towel, a damp towel with like some apple cider vinegar and lime juice or something, and you can just wipe down your body if you don't want to use the tap water in the showers. You could I mean, if you washed off with tap water, it's tap water. Try not to use the steam, but you can get, you know, maybe get it off your skin if you're worried about that. So there you go. If you have any other questions, I don't want to make this video too long, you know, I'll elaborate in the comments. Thanks for watching.